Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jasodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vijupad Paramahamsa Paribhaj Akacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimati Svangres et Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vijupad Paramahamsa Paribhaj Akacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimati Svangres Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Seko Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrina Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mayi Ki Jai. Jamuna Mayi Ki Jai. Srimati Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Gaunitai Ki Jai. Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev Ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the Samalivatis. All glories to the Samalivatis. All glories to the Samalivatis. All glories to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvesesha Sunyavadi Pastyata Ridatarine Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki Sri Sri Gaunitai Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev ki jai. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Skanda, 22nd chapter, sloka number 44. Pranaha, Daraha, Sutaha, Brahman, Grihaha, Cha, Sa, Parichadaha, Rajam, Balam, Mahi, Kosaha, Iti, Sarvam, Niveditam, Pranadhara Sudha Brahman, Grihasya Sa Parichadaha, Rajam Balam Mahi Kosa, Iti Sarvam Niveditam, Pranadhara Sudha Brahman, Grihasya Sa Parichadaha, Rajam Balam Mahikosa, Iti Sarvam Niveditam, Pranadhara Sutta Brahman, Grihasya Sa Parichadaha, Rajam Balam Mahikosa, Iti Sarvam Niveditam. Vaishnavis. Pranaha, life. Daraha, wife. Sutaha, children. Brahman, O great Brahmana. Grihaha, home. Cha, also. Sa, with. Parichadaha, all paraphernalia. Rajam, kingdom. Balam, strength. Mahi, land. Kosaha, treasury. Iti, thus. Sarvam, everything. Niveditam, offered. Translation. The king continued, therefore, my dear Brahmanas, my life, wife, children, home, furniture, and household paraphernalia, my kingdom, strength, land, and especially my treasury are all offered to you. Please repeat. The king continued, therefore, my dear Brahmanas, my life, wife, children, home, furniture, and household paraphernalia, my kingdom, strength, land, and especially my treasury are all offered unto you. purport by Zimangdes A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In some readings, the word daraha is not used, but the word used then is rayaha, which means wealth. In India, there are still wealthy persons who are recognized by the state as Raya. A great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was called Ramananda Raya because he was governor of Madras and very rich. There are still many holders of the title Rai, Rai Bahadur, Rai Chaudhary, and so on. The dara or wife is not permitted to be offered to the brahmanas. Everything is offered to worthy persons who are able to accept charity, but nowhere it is found that one offers his wife. Therefore, in this case, the reading Raya is more accurate than Daraha. Also, since Prithu Maharaj offered everything to the Kumaras, the word Kosaha, treasury, need not be separately mentioned. Kings and emperors used to keep a private treasury, which was known as Ratnabhanda. The Ratnabhanda was a special treasury room which contained several special jewelries, such as bangles, necklaces, and so on, which were presented to the king by the citizens. This jewelry was kept separate from the regular treasury house, where all the collective revenues were kept. Thus, Prithu Maharaj offered his stock of private jewelry to the lotus feet of the Kumaras. It has already been admitted that all the king's property belonged to the Brahmanas, and that Prithu Maharaj was simply using it for the welfare of the state. If it was actually the property of the Brahmanas, how could it be offered again to them? In this regard, Sripad Sridhar Swami has explained that this offering is just like the servant's offering of food to his master. The food already belongs to the master, for the master has purchased it. But the servant, by preparing food, makes it acceptable to the master and thus offers it to him. In this way, everything belonging to Prithu Maharaj was offered to the Kumaras. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Sarakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The chapter is entitled Prithu Maharaj Meeting with the Four Kumaras. At the beginning of this chapter, it was described how the four Kumaras met Prithu Maharaj at this assembly. At the beginning, before Prithu Maharaj started actually to rule the entire world, the four Kumaras made their appearance and gave blessings to Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj was asking relevant questions to the great sages, asking that what is the goal of life, how to achieve it without any difficulty as quickly as possible. And the four Kumaras, represented by Sanat Kumar, they gave their instruction to Prithu Maharaj how one should be dedicated to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, who is the indweller, proprietor, creator, maintainer, and who is everything for all the beings. Everything is maintained by him, therefore he should be given the first worship, and we should always be thinking of him and act according to his will. So that is the basic instruction. If the king can follow this, then he can rule properly his kingdom without any false ego and dedicate his duty as a Kshatriya, as a king, at the service of the Supreme Lord. So everybody will be happy in such a kingdom, and everybody will be having the opportunity to achieve perfection of life. So this is the instruction given to King Prithu by Sanat Kumar on behalf of the four Kumaras, the most exalted sons of Lord Brahma. So out of respect and gratitude, Prithu Maharaj also offered his obeisances to the four Kumaras. Their appearance had been predicted by Lord Vishnu himself at the beginning, who had said that very soon some great sages will come to you and give you instruction. So in this way, the four Kumaras have fulfilled the desire of Supreme Lord Vishnu by appearing and giving instruction in this way. So Prithu Maharaj, out of complete reverence, respect and gratitude, now is offering everything to the Kumaras. In the previous sloka, because you are carried out the order thoroughly, and you are as compassionate as the Lord, it is my duty, therefore, to offer you something. But all I possess are but remnants of food taken by great saintly persons. What shall I give? So he wanted to offer everything. At the same time, he has a doubt that nothing belongs to me. Whatever I have was given to me by the grace of great sages. So what can I claim to be my own? And if I give the same to other brahmanas, then there may be a mistake there on my part. It doesn't belong to me. How can I give again in charity? Just like the King Nruga, at the time of Krishna Lila, he was had taken birth as a big serpent, and he was living in a well. Lord Krishna rescued him, and King Nruga appeared in his original form. He had become cursed to become a lizard, not exactly a serpent, a lizard. How did he assume the form of a lizard? He had been cursed, and what was the occurrence? How did he become cursed in this manner? From the most elevated, heavenly kingdom, he came down to the earth planet as a lizard for many hundreds of years in this well, without any no hope for the future. But fortunately for him, he was delivered by Lord Krishna. So the story of Lord of Nrga is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Dasima Skanda, that he was very generous and he was regularly offering in charity to Brahmanas. He had many thousands of cows, so regularly he used to give hundreds and thousands of cows to Brahmanas. And once one of these cows, which had been already donated in charity, came back to the king. And when the king again gave in charity to another Brahmana, the same cow also again was given in charity to a different Brahmana, along with other cows. He could not understand, of course. He could not see that this cow already had been donated and came back again like this. He made a mistake. And the Brahmanas became very angry. And they told him that how dare you can give in charity something that does not belong to you. You have already given this cow. Again, now you are giving the same cow, which does not belong to you anymore. So this is a very great sin on your part. And the king considered that, all right, I'll give you, both of you, I'll give you 1,000 cows again, separately, so that kindly you may be pacified. I agree it is my mistake. Please excuse me. You take 1,000 cows. But the Brahmanas did not agree to this. He said, no, this is not correct. And they cursed him to become a lizard. So that was the story of King Nrga in this way. Lord Krishna also, on this occasion, he gave instruction to the inhabitants of Dwarka, the Yadu dynasty, that you must be very careful while giving in charity, especially giving to Brahmanas. You must be very careful. You cannot take away the property of a Brahmana. That is the greatest sin for which you'll have to suffer in the future. The Brahmana's property can never be touched by anybody, especially Kshatriyas and others who are generally after property, but they have to be very careful. The Brahmana's property should never be touched by anyone. They cannot be taken away. So that Lord Krishna gives special instruction on that matter. And here, the question that King Prithu has in mind, that how can I give this property to the Kumaras? Because it doesn't belong to me, actually. It is the result of the other Brahmanas. They have given me this to rule the kingdom. So that was the question he has in mind. But King Prithu is considering that, after all, it belongs to the Brahmanas, it doesn't belong to me. But now it is in my dominion, it is given to me, but now I want to give to this Brahmana, the four Kumaras, whatever I have, whatever was given to me earlier, now I want to give again to these Kumaras. And he is confident that by such charity, or by this type of donation out of gratitude, he will not be held guilty of any offense. So in this sloka, King Prithu is telling the Brahmanas that my life, wife, children, home, furniture, household paraphernalia, kingdom, strength, land, and especially my treasury are all offered to you. So he wants to offer everything in that manner because he is so much impressed and so blessed. He feels himself so blessed by these Kumaras, and now he wants to offer everything to them. So whatever he has is a result of earlier blessings, but now he wants to give it back to the Kumaras. And so in the commentary to this, Srila Prabhupada mentions that how to understand this. It is just like the servant is preparing food and offering the cooked food to the master. The food does not belong to the servant. The servant was given this food to prepare lunch, and that was the property, and that is the property of the master. The food was purchased by him, given to the servant, and the servant did his duty to prepare cooked food, and then he offers the same again to the master. So this is a similar situation here, that the servant is giving to the master something that does not belong to him. So how is it possible? It is given by the master, and again the servant is giving to the master. So is it not an offense? No, it is not an offense. Because the servant understands very well that nothing belongs to me. I live according to the blessing and mercy of my master. Whatever the master wants, I offer. I'm not the proprietor. I'm nothing there. I'm just offering to the master for his pleasure. So that is the consciousness of the servant. The servant does not think that I'm making a donation to the master. It belongs to him anyway. So let him take his lunch like that. So the consciousness of the servant is one of dedication. It is not that he is thinking that he is giving in charity some pious activity, he'll get good result out of that. Now, he is not thinking in that manner. He is completely surrendered, dedicated to the service of his master. So that is the proper attitude and consciousness for which he will be appreciated by the master. Similarly, in some other occasion, Prabhupada mentions what is the relationship between father and son. He's giving the example. The father is the master of the house. He owns everything, the whole house property. Everything is under his grasp. All the wife, children, servants, household, paraphernalia, everything. Money, treasury, everything belongs to the husband, who is in this way managing the whole family. And the son is very, in a loving manner, when there is some special occasion, say for instance, the father's birthday ceremony, so what the son will think, oh, today is my father's birthday, I must offer him something, I want to offer him something so that he may be happy. So the son is going in the house and he's finding something from the house, something, and he's putting on a paper and writing happy birthday, like this, writing something. And he offers to the father. And of course, that is the property of the father. The son is not giving his own property to his father, but out of a sense of love, he gives this to the father. And the father accepts very gracefully, very happily. Oh, my dear son, oh, you give me this. Oh, I'm very happy. Thank you very much. Like that. So that is the relationship between father and son. The son doesn't have anything on his own. Everything depends on the father. And he offers out of love. So that is appreciated by the father. The love is appreciated, not the thing in itself. The gift is maybe insignificant. What the son can offer, something insignificant. But his loving propensity is very valuable. And this is what the father accepts. As Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam pralam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam asnami prayatatmanaha. Even if one offers me a leaf, a flower, some water, patram pushpam palam, a fruit, toyam, some water, but he offers me this small contribution with love. Yome bhaktya prayachati. And Krishna says, Tadaham bhakti uparitam asnami prayatatmana. I will reciprocate and I will accept these humble offerings. And I will exchange in this way my love for my devotee. I will accept with great love. As my devotee is giving me his devotion, I also become a devotee of my devotee. That is the reciprocation between Lord Krishna and his devotee. It is not based on the value of the gift. Anybody, anywhere, anytime, in any circumstance, fruit, flower available everywhere, leaf or water. Water is available everywhere. Anybody can offer water in this manner, but it should be offered with love. Then there will be reciprocation, and the devotee will be benefited and will be blessed by this exchange of love. So that is Lord Krishna's assurance. And in this way, we can make advancement in devotional service. Otherwise, what can we offer? If somebody wants to offer something to Krishna, hoping that Krishna will accept and he may give his blessings. But what can we give to Lord Krishna? Everything belongs to Krishna. What is there to give to Krishna? Bhumirapo nayo valyukam mano buddhirivaksa ahankara ityamme bhinna prakriti rashtada. The whole world, if you divide the world into elements, the 8 elements, 5 gross, 3 subtle elements, then Lord Krishna claims, these are my own separated energy. So nothing can be our own. Everything belongs to Krishna. So what can we offer to the Lord that does not belong to Him? It is not possible. But there is only one thing that can be offered. That is our devotion and love for Him. So if at all we have love for Krishna, then we can offer Him something and He will accept. Just like this in near Puri, this Sakshi Gopal, no? Aranat, yes, Aranat. So in Aranat you have the deity of Lord Vishnu, and worshipped. It was at that time, many years ago, hundreds of years ago, it was worshipped, and very properly by the Brahmanas. And on one occasion, the person who used to offer food to Lord Vishnu, he became absent. He had to go outside. So he asked his young son to offer to Lord Vishnu the offering. Everything was ready, only the son had to take the plate and offer to the deity. So the father left, and after some time came back. So he asked from the son, did you offer this offering to the Lord Vishnu, deity? And the son said, yes, I offered. Yes, you offered. Okay, we'll take Mahaprasadam. So take a plate and we'll take the Mahaprasadam, remnants of the food offered to the deity, Mahaprasad. So the son is telling Mahaprasadam, nothing is left. The Lord Vishnu, he ate everything. Nothing is left. And the father is wondering, how is it possible? Every day, all these years, every day, I'm offering to the deity and then take the plate and take Mahaprasadam. How is it that today you offered and nothing is left? So the son explained that, yes, the Lord Vishnu ate everything. I came in front of Lord Vishnu, I put the plate. Oh, Vishnu, please be pleased upon me. Oh, I offered you this thing, a very humble offering. Please eat. Please eat. And so the son in this way made a very humble appeal to Lord Vishnu that please take this offering. And Lord Vishnu was very happy with the love and devotion of the son. No doubt the father was doing everything according to rules and regulations. He was following the procedure of deity worship in a Pakka manner, but apparently his offering was of a different standard. The real standard of offering was done by the son. Please take, please eat. Like that, he was telling. And in this way, the father understood that the real offering is done only by bhakti. If there is no bhakti, simply following rules and regulations, that is official, then you can take Mahaprasad afterwards. But if it is really done with love and devotion, then the deity will accept, and there will be reciprocity. In this way, the son was blessed by the love of Godhead, which was denied to his father earlier. Now the father understood in this way. So that is the real offering. If Prithu Maharaj wants to make an offering to the Sanat Kumar and other Kumaras, it must be done with this consciousness. Nothing belongs to me. Please accept, and with a whole, my whole heart and gratitude, in this way I offer to you. So that is the actual proper offering. Otherwise, nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna says that the peace formula, what Prabhupada presented, Bhoktaram Yagyatabasam Sarva Lokam Ahiswaram Suridam Sarva Bhutanam Yadvamam Shantim Richati. Prabhupada considered that in New York City, they were sometime going to the United Nations building, and then United Nations always trying to solve the problems of conflicts between nations, and they could never find any proper solution. United Nations. At the beginning, there was a Society of Nations after the First World War. That was a failure. And then after the Second World War, United Nations came into existence by coming together, all the different nations. But Prabhupada observed that in front of the building United Nations, you have all these flags. Every nation puts its own flag. And one flag means one separate interest. So how they can be united? Prabhupada understood very well that these flags means disunited nations, not united. Every flag stands by one separate interest. And every year, every nation that becomes independent puts its own flag. So there may be 150 flags, and next year 155. In this way, the number of flags increases, and no solution can be found in this manner if we consider that this land belongs to us and to nobody else. So that was Prabhupada's idea, to go to United Nations and to give this message of Bhagavad Gita, the peace formula given by Lord Krishna. Bhuktaram Yagyatabasam Sarvalokam Aiswaram. I am the proprietor of all, everything. Sarvaloka, not only this planet, all lokas, the proprietor of Lord Krishna. So that is the message, peace formula. Yadvamam Santim Ruchati. Otherwise, there is no Shanti. If everybody considers this is my house, this is my family, this is my community, my nation, then there cannot be any peace. And if at all there is peace, just like the first French diplomat of the early 19th century, he gave a comment. What is peace? Peace is a small interval between two wars. The main thing is war. That is the main symptom of material life, war, conflict. And peace is very small amount of time in between. So that is the situation, because everybody thinks that he is the proprietor. So that is false ego. Lord Krishna is the only proprietor. And how to use whatever is given to us. Isavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyatkena bhunjita magrita kasya svidhanam. In the Upanishad mantra, Isavasyam idam sarvam. Everything is owned by Isa, the supreme proprietor, the supreme personality of Godhead. He owns everything. And whatever little we have for our maintenance, we can use. But we should not be greedy and try to take over other property. Magrida kasya. So we should understand that by Lord Krishna's mercy, he is the proprietor, but he has given us a little property that can be used for our own life maintenance. Nothing more than that. And in gratitude, we should understand. And whatever possible, we should give to Lord Krishna or to representative of Lord Krishna, the Brahmanas, the Vaishnavas, those engaged in the preaching the glories of Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that donation can be made in this manner. So as on many occasions, Srila Prabhupada gave instruction how to utilize whatever property is given to us by giving 50% for propagation of the Sankirtan, and then for family members, 25%, another remaining 25% in case of emergency. So in this way, the division of property can be made. But the idea is that we have to understand that everything belongs to Krishna, and everything, as far as possible, should be used in Krishna's service. So that is how to advance in devotional service in that manner. But if we keep the consciousness that everything belongs to me, then we cannot make any progress towards Lord Krishna. So that is very important here. Prithu Maharaj is giving his property, including his personal asset, that what is called Ratnabhanda. There are 2 treasury houses in a king's palace. One treasury house is to keep the collection taken from the citizens, taxes and other things that has been taken away, and so that it can be distributed to the people afterwards. That is one type of treasury house. And there are another treasury house. Whatever donation is given to the king by the citizens out of respect and gratefulness, if the citizens are pleased with the king, they may give some extra, some donation to the king. So the king is taking this and keeping a separate treasury house. So these are the 2 things. And here Prithu Maharaj is giving his own treasury to the 4 Kumaras, and the balance property, he will use it in the service of the people in general, following the instruction of Lord Vishnu and the 4 Kumaras. So, Hare Krishna. Any other questions or comments? All right. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.